A goal to the good up at half-time. A goal from Jordan Nobbs just before the half hour. And so far, so good for Arsenal. And their response to what Manchester United did earlier today, and that was to get 3 points to nudge them back into the top three. But as it stands, Arsenal will regain that place. With a place in the Champions League between those two up for grabs, with games running out. Brighton, of course, Arsenal, a few issues at time. Their high press has been good. Defensively, they've held firm for long periods. Although they haven't really seriously troubled Manuela Zinsberger in the Arsenal goal. Been times when defensively Brighton have had their backs right up against it. Credit where it is due. Up against one of the best attacks in the WSL this season. And to be fair to them as well, from a few early half chances, they've kept the best scorer ever in the WSL pretty quiet in Vivianne Miedema. Brighton get us back underway. They've won as many games in this great run of theirs as they had done in their previous 29 WSL games. Coming into this one, having won 5 of the last 6. But they are a goal down here against Arsenal. A goal courtesy of Jordan Nobbs, who scored for the 4th time in the league this campaign. No sign of any changes made by Joe Montemuro or from Hope Powell. The job that Hope Powell has done has been remarkable, really, in the turnaround. I've been with Brighton since 2017. She was looking fairly relaxed when she was talking to the media in the build-up to this game. I'm so pleased as well that her players have been able to respond and that they're not in an absolute dogfight as they have been really in their previous 2 campaigns. Today a real test, as Hope Powell has put it, just to see how far Brighton have come. Beth Mead. Turn away from Kagman and Koivisto. Is Ruud. Ruben-Moy, it's a fabulous pass. Miedema is in, oh, and she's put it wide. Oh, it's a terrific ball to find her. And there are the chances that Vivianne Miedema is usually gobbling up. Huge let-off for Brighton. Miedema must have thought that she was in there. And not for the first time today as well, where she seems to be a little bit of discomfort around the left knee. Keep a close eye on that as the half goes on. Here is Ruben-Moy. Miedema drips it in towards Mead. Usually the other way around, Mead feeding Miedema. Open boy for Leah Williamson, a former Arsenal mascot. Cut her open and she bleeds. Red and white, same for Whippermoy. McCabe. Miedemar just about can't get there. Kim Little. Rudd. Van der Donk. Reacted well. McCabe. Nobbs. Katie McCabe. And that's well claimed. It's a little too close to Megan Walsh. Well, they're out of the blocks, aren't they, Arsenal, big time. And here is Brazil for Brighton. Not firmly. Libby Bantz. The switch is on. Letitia, a little touch through. Libby Bantz just hangs it in there. That's Brazil. Towards Koivista of all players in there. And anyway, will do for Arsenal this time. Here's Williams as Brighton look to respond. Koivista once more. Victoria Williams to switch it on the money to Maya Letitia. Not quite on, but encouragement nevertheless for Brighton. The urge to keep going from the sidelines as well. Team who generally have a torrid time against Arsenal whenever they come up against them. And not lost on their travels since they lost by 3-0 at Bristol City. A real catalyst of their amazing run that they went on. Had lost 6 of 7 games before this run. As Miedemar looks to get on the end of this. McCabe in support. Here she is. Nobbs. Whippermoy. Ever so calm on the ball. It's not been straightforward for Arsenal, certainly, here today. They won by 4-0 in their last WSL encounter. That was at Bristol City. Kelly Green. Now Rudd. A Van der Donk meets on the way. Oh, and can't squeeze it through to her. Just a little quicker from Daniela Van der Donk there, and Mead would have been through. Great start to the second half, it really is. McCabe, encouraged to come forward. Talk about sweeper keeper, Zinsberger. Oh, and an error here, and it might just work out for Brighton. Oh, and it's wide. What a let-off for Arsenal. Well, one thing that has typified Brighton's approach today is the high press and the intensity. And they very nearly caught Arsenal out there. Playing a risky game, Zinsberger. And she's got away with it. A warning sign for the Gunners. This time it's led by Bantz and then Brazil. They're not giving Arsenal the time of day on the ball. Remember, this is a Brighton team that have beaten Manchester United and Chelsea this season. team who are seemingly always involved down at the bottom. But this season, not to be the case. They have finished as a bottom four club in their 2 seasons in the WSL. Meets cross though, beyond everybody. Real zip about this one from end to end, isn't it? There's Williams. Whelan. Koivisto. A little calmly dealing with things. Now Zinsberger signed a new deal back in February. He kept 3 clean sheets in the WSL. In the reverse against Brighton. Wilbur Moyes header. Is there a little nudge there on Jordan Nobbs? Yes, according to Lisa Ben. Nobbs has pretty much played everywhere when it comes to an attacking role. Clocked 10 years at the club last year. Williamson. Reach of Rood. Will it still work out for Arsenal here? McCabe do her best to keep it in. And in the end, she's forced a corner. Sense that Arsenal could just do with that second goal. As McCabe just drips it in, and oh, it's been spilled by Walsh, and in the end, Brighton can clear it. She never really seemed comfortable, did she? And a bit of a juggling act, and Arsenal in the end are unable to profit. Here is Mead against Koivisto. One way then the other. Beth Mead anywhere to go, but Koivisto holding firm. And they won all 4 games before they were beaten by Everton. She made her debut against Chelsea. Some game to make your debut in. How about Koivisto? Playing out on the left, but she is generally a right back. Does play on the left side for her country. Over 50 caps for Finland. Zinsberger, oh, very nearly getting caught out again. What desire from Ellie Brazil. Green. The reach of Emily Simpkins, who had that chance when Zinsberger was way out of goal. Nobbs for Miedemar. Letitia hold her up here, she can. McCabe. Nothing really on for her, but she's found Miedemar. Mead, quite able to find Miedemar again, and Williams laces through that one. You can't take your eyes off this, you really can't. Patton looking for that option. Van der Donk, clever little touch. Blocked by Whelan, and then Bantz. Long from McCabe. Made him out the target. Oh, the amount of running, the amount of pressing that Simpkins and Ali Brazil have put into this game at the moment. Really have caused Arsenal issues. The main thing for the Gunners, though, is that they are still in front. Here is Rood. Little. Williamson. Mead for Anna Patton. Still finds the cross. And then Whelan away. So a great quote from Joe Montemurro about Anna Patton. He said that he made a bet with her that she would score her first Arsenal goal before he left. She's won that bet pretty quickly. The goal against Gillingham last week. And she's getting a toe in again, but Brighton with it. It's fighting towards Bantz from Simpkins. And now Mead for Arsenal. Williams has been absolutely solid today, and she's just felt that block. Here is Patton again. Harpenden girl. Stray one, which has been seized upon by Kaylee Green. Ruben Moy doing her job. Mead, that's the free kick. It's been recalled to the England squad, Beth Mead, for Lionesses games against France and Canada. Ruben Moy. Okay, will put the chase on. Laetitia keeps her composure, does she? Kick that back for Walsh. She has to be quick. We saw Zinsberger get dispossessed, although that was a lot closer to her own goal there for Megan Walsh. Williamson. McCabe. Mead wins it back. And Brighton are fighting for everything. Here's Anessa Kagman through the legs of Patton, but only finding McCabe. Frantic stuff out there. Nobbs. Miedema. Little. Arsenal looking just to calm things down a little bit here. And the only way that they know best, keeping hold of the ball. Now Nobbs, urged to get forward. Jewel Roddy was. Nobbs again. Looking for that movement up ahead. Only find Kim Little. And makes the move, but Rood finding Miedema now. Coming back superbly, who's been excellent in Kaylee Green. Held that up nicely. Laetitia all the way back for Megan Walsh. Williams. Got out of play. No, he's kept in. Williamson there first, and then over the top. Williamson's got to be careful now. Flag is up eventually. Chance for us to take a breath. Arsenal around 1 goal from Nobbs, maintaining their record of scoring in every home game this season. They've actually scored more away goals from home this campaign. Vanessa Kagman. It's been a terrific signing from Everton. And Koivisto. She won't give up the chase here. Was there a little nudge there from Leah Williamson? There was. And it's a free kick, and a necessary one to concede. And Brighton have the chance to send players forward. Cause some problems for Arsenal. Plenty of movement going on in there as it's played in and flicked away importantly. Koivisto. Bance advancing. Putting Whipper Moy under some pressure. Brighton not out of this at all. Maya Letitia. Williams the target. Van der Donk keeping it in play. There's Letitia. Gives away the free kick. And she's felt the landing. She's got better and better as the season has gone on, Maya Letitia. Started every WSL game this campaign for Brighton. Actually named in the top 10 Next Gen Awards. The only UK-based player, by the way, Maya Letitia. I hope Powell can be very proud of her team's performance. Had to be still within the reach of Arsenal. They have not been blown away by them like they have been in recent times. And pretty warm down there as well. Any chance to get some sort of refreshment? So Maya Letitia looking just to run it off here. And it'd be a blow if she would have to go off with injury. She's no relation to a former Southampton player, Matt, by the way. Despite the fact that they are both from Guernsey. She's excelled in a fullback role. She's a native centre-back, Maya Letitia, all part of the development, being young and being able to play in alternative positions. Kirkdijk. Simpkins can't take it with her. Kim Little to tidy up. Miedema, control, lets her down, and Whelan nicks it off her. Letitia again. Is there anything on? Wibbenmoy. Kim Little. Hoping that she'll be continuing her campaign into the summer with the Olympics. Titia back for Megan Walsh. And so changes. And Lee Williamson is making way. Leah Velti coming on. A couple of changes for Brighton as well. We're going to see Lee Min come on. Looks like Fitzgibbons is going to be coming on too. Kelly Green has put in a shift all right as she makes way as well. She's spent a fair share of time away from the game, working all sorts of jobs before she returned back. From call centres to supermarkets. Here's McCabe. Jill Rood. 15 goals, 13 assists. 47th appearance for Arsenal today in all competitions. Not a bad return. McCabe for Nobbs, just out of her reach. Brighton have got a trip to Reading to come. They might just have a say on what happens down at the bottom without being completely involved in a relegation fight when they play host to Bristol City. Here's Mead, just out of the reach of Rood. That'll be a free kick. Arrived just a little late. Both of these teams also getting through in the FA Cup. Arsenal still in a position, looking good for 6 league wins in a row. Don't write off Brighton just yet, though. Here's the long throw from Letitia. Crossing towards Zinsberger. To maintain a clean sheet, she's 2 in the last 2 appearances against Spurs, and of Manchester United, Manuela Zinsberger. Wibbenboy. Patton loses out. Van der Donk looking to win it from Lee. And she came right across the South Korean. It was a look from Manchester City, but just hasn't really been able to find that golden touch in front of goal yet. She's still to get off the mark. She's only got one WSL goal since her arrival at Manchester City back in October of 2019. Bants. Lead to switch it. Floated in nicely. And an important header away. Lee gets there first. Arsenal struggling to get out at the moment. More direct approach. Kagman wins it from Patton, hangs it in there. McCabe's got to be careful. Hooked only as far as Maya Letitia. Coivisto now. For Letitia, what a cross that is! The looping header from Whelan comes to nothing. There was a fair bit of whip on that from Maya Letitia. Brighton still causing issues for Arsenal. Remember how Brighton have also been to Manchester City this season and kept them from scoring. On a goalless draw at the start of the campaign. Gibbons down the line. Oh, she's done well there. Azeli Brazil, who has been terrific today. She really has. And how she has come back so well from her long-term injury last season. Great energy levels. She's always been a good runner. She was a fine runner in her school days, 800 meters. But Arsenal, on the dangers that they possess, here they come through Miedema. Now Mead on quickly for Nobbs! Brutal from Arsenal on the counter. And they have daylight, and Jordan Nobbs scores again. A dagger to the heart of Brighton, who've given everything today, but that's just how good Arsenal are. In the blink of an eye, from defence to attack. And Jordan Nobbs with a simple tap-in the end to make it 2-0. And that could just be enough for the points to be in the bag. Fantastic breakaway. And Arsenal a little further down the road now to extending this winning run. And to hold on to their third spot in the WSL table. Here is Little. Search of more goals. Nobbs on a hat-trick. That was Roord, who's got 3 of her own this season. Kim Little. And a pattern. That's all make Arsenal feel a lot more relaxed. This has been far from straightforward today. Gibbons. Just about cutting it out. Here's McCabe. I feel if they get the result against West Ham, they get a win, that third spot will pretty much be assured ahead of Manchester United. His form since the turn of the year has not been good enough, really, Casey Stoney's side. Got a tricky trip to Walton Hall Park as well, have Arsenal to come against Everton. Here's Van der Donk. Rood, can she get there? She can. She was never really in control of the shot. She's not scored since December, by the way, Jill Rood, in the WSL. And that'll be her last action, when she scored against Birmingham City. She got back-to-back hat-tricks. I think the Player of the Month award for September. And off she comes. And Caitlin Ford to come on as her replacement. Double figures in the league this season. She needs one more for a best ever career league tally. She's on 10 at the moment. Maybe it's just starting to be felt now by Brighton how much they have put into this, but it just shows how good, how clinical Arsenal can be on the counter-attack. Ten to go here at Meadow Park. Arsenal are 2 goals to the good up. And my, how they've had to work for it. Here's Daniela Van der Donk. Kept in by McCabe. Caitlin Ford, first involvement since coming on. Whippermoy. Leah Velti, who formed in recent weeks. Pretty good partnership at the back for Arsenal. Letitia, that's all she could do. Here is Van der Donk. Ford got a little lucky there. She looks to curl one. Wasn't that far away, Caitlin Ford. Future back for Australia, the Matildas, at the last international break after 12 months away from the international game. Some tired legs out there now for Brighton. Velti, 3rd season at the club since her move from Turbine Potsdam in Germany. A league title for Arsenal coming in a debut year. Whippermoy, hounded back to Zinsberger. And that's sloppy. It's sloppy from Arsenal. Opens the door slightly for Brighton here, but despite their nearly moments and intense pressure on the Arsenal defence, Zinsberger's not really been forced into making a save. Towards Williams. It's Brazil. Need a mark to clear. Ford to hold it up. This is where Arsenal are good. This is where they caught out Brighton for the second goal on the counter. Kagman can't get there before he ran out of play. Jordan Nobbs has got the man of the match, player of the match award, but plenty out there. Can put their hands up. Ford against Williams. And flags up. And Beth Mead. For all the Brighton back line have been terrific today. But it's the lead from the front, really. Ellie Brazil can take a load out of this game. She really can. Certainly been a standout performer for Brighton today. Gibbons. Was a real ever-present for Brighton last season, Fliss Gibbons. Here's Lee. Taking a tumble. Just leaving a lazy leg out there was Daniela van der Donk. Can Brighton score here and make a fascinating finish to the half? It really would, and to the game overall. Band surge to get forward, to get involved. It comes from Kagman, but out of the reach of Williams. Comfortable for Zinsberger. Here's McCabe. Brazil can't win the battle on this occasion. Valti over the top. Miedemar looking to try and capitalize here. It's been pretty quiet in the second half, apart from that chance right at the start. We would have expected her to have put it away. End of the day for Daniela van der Donk. Recent scorer in the FA Cup against Gillingham last week. Marlon Good. His replacement. Top flight winner in Switzerland on 3 occasions. Going to help Switzerland to the Euros during the international break. See if to the playoffs. Ford Keep it under control she can. Miedemar for Jordan Nobbs. McCabe hangs it in there. Not only as far as Miedemar on the turn. Miedemar and for forward. And Brighton do enough to get it away, just about. As we approach the 90. Here's Nobbs. The pressure from Lee. Wubben-Moy. See how many minutes will be added on at the end of this one, but I think it'll be too long. There's Malin-Good for Nobbs. That's not worked out for Nobbs there with McCabe, and I think everybody could have heard her cry of despair there, Jordan Nobbs. Good back for Anna Patton, who's making just her second start today in the WSL. 6th appearance. I'm going to have 4 minutes. Here's Kim Little. Absolute heartbeat. And that midfield for Arsenal is Kim Little. Patton. Lost back. Arsenal keeping the ball. Run the time down. And Miedemar is through. He comes to nothing. And that kind of just sums up the afternoon for Vivianne Miedemar. It's not really been her day today. Here come Arsenal again through McCabe. Up against Bantz. And still she goes on. What a cross that is! Mead to keep things moving for Arsenal here. Beth Mead, Nobbs with the touch. And Lee to bring it under control for Brighton. So late in the game with the points seemingly in the bag. Shows the desire of McCabe to keep going, looking for more goals. Here's Volti now for Kim Little. And Brighton are absolutely out on their feet. And put so much into this. I know Power was looking to just see how far they'd come, and a real test for them today. And she'll have learned so much out of this one. But here's Patton as the gaps are starting to appear even more now. Here's forward, and it's wide. Bantz losing out to Miedemar. All eyes on Lisa Ben now for Arsenal to have the game won. And the points assured. And another 3 points towards Champions League football for next season. Well, they'll have to go through the qualification stage. Ah! Denied. Well, she only had one thing on her mind here, and that was to turn, to shoot. Megan Walsh got down well to see it away from danger, as Arsenal push for a third goal. Drifted in by McCabe. There's Miedemar again. Kagman. Kim Little. Miedemar for Little again. Ruben Moy, Arsenal are not done yet. Gibbons, that will be that. 3 more points and in the right direction for Arsenal. They want Champions League football for next season, and another step closer with this hard-fought victory. No doubt about that. Brighton gave it everything today, but 2 goals from Jordan Nobbs enough to see Arsenal over the line. A big win with another big game for Arsenal to come in midweek, with a game in hand over Manchester United, which will surely shore up third place if they get the 3 points. But they've been made to work for this victory here today, and that is now 6 league wins in a row, and another game where they haven't conceded 2. And they are finding their form at the very right time of the season. Here are the Gunners. Brighton beaten, but what a fight they put up. Final score here in Boreham Wood. Arsenal 2, Brighton 0.